Mecha fans were sent into orbit when it was announced last year that the legendary creator of Neon Genesis Evangelion, Hideaki Anno, was teaming up with anime studio Sunrise to bring us a brand new Gundam series. A match made in giant robot heaven, fans were eagerly awaiting to see what new spin on the long-running Gundam franchise this collaboration could cook up. And wow, have they not disappointed. Gundam is a franchise that is never afraid to reinvent itself or subvert expectations, which is likely a testament to why the franchise has been able to remain so relevant and popular over the past 40 years. Each installment expands on the deep lore of the franchise, with new stories and alternate timelines contributing to a web of complexity. And yet this new series has somehow managed to deliver something truly original within the Gundam universe while still honouring that long history. Hi, I'm Charlie from Gateway to Anime. We recommend all the best in new anime as well as deep dive into the classics. If that sounds good to you, then you can like and subscribe. Full disclosure, I am coming to this review as somebody who has only seen a handful of Gundam episodes, but this movie does a wonderful job in catering to longtime fans and newbies alike. This review contains spoilers, you have been warned. We were lucky enough to attend the premiere cinema screening of Mobile Suit Gundam GQuuuuuuX Beginning. And yes, that is how you pronounce it. Grateful for the title drop in the movie after being too afraid to name the movie out loud. The movie is a compilation of the first few episodes of an anime series which is set to air in April. That being said, it is not confirmed if the first few episodes of the series will share the exact same structure or narrative as this film, and there's a good reason to wonder about that. This movie can essentially be broken down into two sections, and surprisingly, it's the second half of the film that delivers what was promised in the synopsis and trailers. The story of a high schooler who becomes embroiled in an illegal mobile suit dueling sport called Clan Battle. The first section, however, has a completely different setting and tone that was truly unexpected, and which will send fans of the original series into an absolute frenzy. Once again, big spoilers here, you have been warned. The first half of the film is an alternate version of many of the most iconic events of the 1 Year War from the original Gundam from 1979. Right from the beginning, it asks one bold question. What would happen if Shah found the Gundam before a Murray? Shah steals the Gundam, and the story continues from there, following Shah into a whirlwind journey through alternate events of the 1 Year War, replete with limited animation techniques and nostalgic music choices reminiscent of the original series. This first half of the film is exhilarating for fans of the original series, but also acts as a framework which the modern story can later explore. Now, if you're a newbie like me, you might be a little lost. This wasn't the movie I was expecting at all, and although it looked cool and it maintained my interest, much of this went over my head. However, this was likely intentional. The first section feels like a barrage of intense politics and war, before making way for a complete tone shift as the main story followed, which might be a clever foreshadowing for how our protagonist might experience shifts in her own world. Once we enter the story from her perspective, the change is drastic. Bright pops of colour and a pulsing synth soundtrack introduce us to the space colony setting, with a distinctly modernised and contemporary style. This place feels grounded, with smartphones and subways that feel reminiscent of our real world. The second section of the film does a great job introducing the new characters and is easy to follow for first-time watchers. Yuzuriha is a fun protagonist whose life changes dramatically when she meets war refugee Nyan. Under the name of Machu, she pilots in the illegal clan battles. Things are further complicated when a mysterious Gundam turns up with a young pilot who is being chased down by the authorities. This section sets up the style for the new series well. It has humour, mystery, and of course, cool giant robot fights. It is genuinely interesting how the movie has decided to differentiate between these two sections so distinctly, and I'm curious to see how these disparate tones will eventually meet as the series progresses. The influence of Hideaki Anno as co-writer on this project is evident right from the beginning. The intentional nostalgic nods that honour the Gundam franchise are reminiscent of his work on Shin Godzilla, which also put great care into paying homage to the legacy of that series, with simple touches like using the original music. Hideaki's own studio Khara have co-produced this series, enabling Anno to work with his own team to bring this story to life with stunning animation. The inventive and eye-catching mechanical designs for the series are from none other than Ikuto Yamashita, famous for designing the iconic Evangelion units with Hideaki Anno. In the director's chair is a long-term protege of Hideaki Anno, Kazuya Tsurumaki. Tsurumaki also worked on Evangelion as an assistant director, yet his debut directing role that most clearly demonstrates his unique style is his work on FLCL, Fully Coolly. Any fans of that series will immediately recognize his hand in this new Gundam series, bringing that exciting kinetic energy to this long-running franchise. Whether you're completely fresh to Gundam like I am, or if you're a seasoned Gundam veteran, Mobile Suit Gundam GQuuuuuuX is a bold new expansion to the Gundam franchise which rewards older fans while offering newcomers an accessible entry point. While some things may go over the heads of newbies, the dazzling animation and incredible designs are enough to maintain interest. I know I'll be tuning in for the series, and who knows, maybe this will be my gateway to Gundam. If you like this content and want to see more, then you can subscribe on YouTube. We also have Instagram and TikTok. If you really like us, then you can join our Patreon. On Patreon, we have exclusive bonus content and behind-the-scenes material, as well as early releases of videos just like this one. If you like what we do, Patreon is the best way to support us. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.